Hello and welcome to Greetingstar. I'm so glad you could join me today. I'm so glad you're here today. I have some cards for you that I am going to embellish. Now these are pre-made commercial cards from DaySpring, and these are the DaySpring Oh Come Let Us Adore Him by Little Inspirations, and it's number 10369. These will be linked below, and just so you know, DaySpring is doing a special free shipping if you use the code Christmas, and that special goes off on October 11th, which is Monday. So let's get to it. So what I wanted to do with this particular card is the focal image is the baby Jesus, so I wanted to frame it. So I'm trying different ways of framing this. So first I'm using two dies nested together to cut out that image, and then it created a frame for me. I'm not going to use that frame on this card, I'll use it on a different card. What I'm going to do is use some of this glittery paper. I believe this is the Cricut shimmer paper, but any glitter paper, shimmery paper that you have would work, or you could use vellum. I mean, any kind of specialty paper that would set it off and just give it kind of a nice background. Whatever you have, whatever you like. It doesn't have to be gold, it could be any color you want. I just thought that the gold went well with the wood grain of the front of this card. So I put that little acrylic block there to let it dry, and through the magic of editing, you know, it happened within like a split second. So now what I'm doing is just propping this up with some foam tape so that way it'll have a little bit of dimension to it. Now that's very pretty. You could leave it like that or decorate it some more on the front. It's up to you. I'm using the stamp set. I purchased this from Michael's several years ago. This is the baby Jesus. I'm just going to stamp him here. This is a Tim Holtz stamping platform, and what you have to do, what you just saw me do there with flipping that lid, was if you have these rubber cling stamps, you have to flip the lid because they're thicker than the clear acrylics. So now I'm just using these Zig Cling color markers to color the baby Jesus, and you can see those colors there up in the top left. And that's what I did to color this. Where the folds of the blanket is, I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit more of that blue color in those areas. And you can see there that I did forget that little tiny spot there on the blanket, but I'll go back and add that blue. Of course, if you don't enjoy coloring, you could do some other sort of solid stamp here, like maybe a silhouette of a manger or something like that. You could certainly do that. Just anything that you're interested in. But I felt that since it was kind of like just a piece of square there, it needed something. Now this is an interesting and unique way. I just decided to put that, it's actually ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's Crafter Square ribbon, and it's like a gold mesh, and I love that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this glitter cardstock for the inside of the card. And so I'm just going to attach that here like that. So there we go. And you can actually stamp on this because this paper, this glitter paper, says it's okay to run through your inkjet. So I thought if that's good, I could use StazOn on it. And I did do some StazOn. Now with this leftover piece, this piece came from the first one that I cut out that you saw a moment ago, and at first I had decided to draw dots all the way around it, but I didn't like the way the dots looked, so I tried to rub them off, and you can see at the bottom portion there, you can see where I rubbed it. It's kind of a more darker color, so I just decided to go ahead. I like that frame with just the line, so if you like that you could leave it like that, but I wanted it to have a even tone all the way around, so I just decided to use a little bit of water and smudge it, and that creates kind of a unique look also. Now you could go ahead and do this, and then just to provide some contrast to frame the baby Jesus, or you could go ahead and add that line if you want to. You could do that with the Nuvo drops. That's what I was thinking of, but I didn't do that in the end. I just left it as it was. But you can certainly add more detail to that frame as much as you want. You could even add some, I didn't think of this until just now, you could even add some like florals or some greenery or something like that around the edges to make it look a little more colorful, like Christmas and stuff. So it's up to you. So here I love that beautiful gold shimmer paper, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out a frame from that and use that around the baby Jesus. The only thing is that this frame is a little bit thick. You'll see in a moment it almost covers that flourish there from the letter D, so I decided to just trim it down, which is kind of good because these little pieces of gold paper I'm going to use to create another frame. So that'll give me even a different look. And I kind of like doing that with my supplies when I'm making cards. I don't like to waste and throw things away, so I'll try to figure out a way that I can use them. So you'll see in a moment here after I frame this one that I go ahead and use those leftover pieces to frame another card. So I'm just going to put some liquid adhesive on the back of these and put it around the baby Jesus. And we'll be good to go. It's so much fun just playing in your craft room with the supplies that you have. So look in your craft room, see what you have, and have fun trying to imagine and come up with different ways of doing things. What's amazing about it is, you may not have even thought of these ideas, but as you start to work, these ideas just occur to you and things just kind of naturally flow. I think that's the coolest thing about creativity. There's like this flow to it that you can get into when you're just working. I love it. Okay, so the Paper Studio, these peel-off stickers came from Hobby Lobby. I've had them for a long time. And these are like photo corners, but you can use them any kind of decorative element. So somehow my video of doing this process got lost, so I just wanted to show you. I just used this little X-Acto knife to pull them up and place them. So that's the way I do it. Okay, and for this card, I'm just using, again, my silver gel pen, and I'm just adding some decoration and adornment to the baby Jesus, the rays of light coming from him, and then the word adore. I think it looks really neat. Now you do have to be careful and let this dry. Don't touch it or smudge it. You got to let it dry first, and then you can work more with the card if you want to. I was just really careful trying not to smudge it. And I think those little rhinestones just look so beautiful above the baby Jesus. Now, you could do the same thing with Crystal Nouveau drops or the scrapbook pops of color, just whatever you have in your liquid pearls, whatever you happen to have in your craft room. And one of the things I found with these are Crystal Nouveau drops. I haven't used the pops of color, so I couldn't tell you. But with this one, if you just press down and then pull straight up, you get a better result. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. And you don't have to do silver. You could do gold to match the baby Jesus's little cradle there. It's up to you, however you want to do it. But then I thought I would also try adding pearls instead of rhinestones, and I think the pearls look beautiful as well. So it is up to you. Lots of options. Silver or gold, or even blue or green, whatever colors that you want to use. Purple, Jesus is royal. Purple's a good color for royalty. So it's entirely up to you. And I really like these different looks. I've had lots of fun playing with these cards and trying to come up with new ways to embellish them. So thanks for watching today. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of all my videos. And have a wonderful day. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.